Yo, what's up, guys? Kevin here. Welcome to the Snowboard Pro Camp live chat. And today we have Jenise Spiteri with us.
That's me. Hey, what's up?
Awesome. So if you guys have any questions for Jenise, hit us up in the chat. But we're both here in Hintertux, Austria. Been snowboarding a few days. Like, we came out here with the intention to ride the terrain park every day, but the weather has kind of been like on and off throughout the trip. Like lots of rain, and the video I'm working on now is actually like a POW day video. So we've ridden some park, but yeah, Jenise, how's Hintertux been so far?
Well, it's not what I expected because, like you said, I expected to ride every day. This is our seventh day here or so, and I thought I'd be 7 days into riding, but we're like 2.
Yeah, we got a couple
3.
days. Yeah, the first day where we didn't really ride, but there was a contest, and Jenise actually won the contest, so that was really fun.
I could have brought my medal out. I didn't know we were going to talk about
it.
You know, like when people win the Olympics and they go to Jimmy Kimmel and they always like bring their medal with them to Jimmy Kimmel.
Maybe we can do a medal reveal at the end. It's like, is it upstairs somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so Jenise won a contest, and so that was awesome. Shout out to everyone that put that on, because that was super fun.
It was really cool, yeah.
There was our first day of riding, and like for me it's been a while. Like, how long has it been since you rode last?
I last rode at Mount Hood. It was like July 18th, I want to say. But this is my first time on a new board. I just got a new signal board sent to me like right before the trip. So it was day one on like a board that's like a completely different shape than I've ever ridden. And
so new board, hadn't ridden in months, and it was like the iciest, like steepest rails, like a seriously hard contest, and Jenise just like went for it and won, so that was really cool.
Yeah, I was like a little bit frustrated because I did have like certain tricks that I wanted to do in my head, like seeing the setup ahead of time. I was like, okay, there's down rail, there's down flat down, there's a swall ride, okay, I'm gonna do this trick, this trick, this trick, this trick. And then when I got there, I realized where they had us drop in from was like facing this way, but then the first rail was this way. So you had to like make a 90-degree turn to it, but it was like really flat, and so just turning to the rail, you didn't even have enough speed to hit the rail. You had to hit the wall ride and then like redirect into the rail. And so that was for the down rail, and then the down flat down was just like a sheet of ice down into it. So yeah, it was like had to make up plans as I was there and realized that the rails were
it was heavy, but like I the video's up, so if you guys haven't yet, check it out after this, and subscribe over to Jenise's channel as well.
That's me.
But that's her. And today was the best day. Today, like the sun came out, the park was open, and just had like a lot of fun in the Hintertux Park. I was riding the Super DOA over there somewhere in the background, and I got to test that board out, and it was good. What do you think? What did you think of the park today? Pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. I didn't touch the jumps because I'm not a jumper.
Yeah.
But I was getting a little more comfortable on the rails like today because I rode the park yesterday, and yesterday I didn't do any front boards. I didn't do any switch tricks, and so today I did some front boards. I did a nice cab 1 onto one of the things. So I'm like starting to get some of my tricks back. I'm not like 100% going for like everything I want to go for to film, but
it takes a few days of like riding in the park. Like by day like 3 or 4, you start to feel comfortable and start to throw some different tricks. So it takes a few days. It wasn't like that contest, just like straight into it. So that's what we've been up to. But if you guys have any questions about snowboarding in October, about Hintertux, any questions for Jenise, hit us up. But
I was gonna say, I think one of the tough things with snowboarding is that like sometimes your brain and your body aren't on the same page. Like with coming out here, your brain is like, oh, I haven't snowboarded in so long. Like, I'm gonna do this trick. I want to get this. Like, I want to learn this new one. And then when you actually are doing it, your body's like, hey, hold up. Like that sounds great, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a lesson in patience with, like, especially when you haven't ridden in a while. When you get back, you can't throw the bangers day one, even if you want to.
Because there's all different things coming in. Like after a day, if you like push it too hard, then you're gonna be sore for like 2 or 3 days, and then have to like come back again. So if you kind of pace yourself, like, yeah, like a few days ago, I just hit the jumps and like straight aired and yeah, just easing back into it. And then you can just like, yeah, slowly get the tricks back. And that's a good way to keep it safe as well.
I've seen a lot of people end up in the ER on day one of the season, and
yeah, same.
you don't want to do that. Yeah, I just
No.
see kids like mountain opens, first day there's a park, and kids are like, yeah, backflip onto the rail, and then they're the ones that are getting pulled out in a stretcher like 2 hours into day one.
Yeah, especially if you move like somewhere for the season, like if you move to like a country to snowboard or to like a city or resort, and then in those first couple weeks something happens. So yeah, good to, and it's only October. We have like such a long season ahead. But
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully, yeah. And if you guys have with your question, let us know where you guys are watching from as well, because it's awesome to see where everyone's watching from. I know that we've got some people from Germany here. We got MB Bruder from Germany. Sam, what's up, man? We got Samuel saying, bro, are you going to go to Bogus Basin in Idaho? And then it says, congratulations, Jesse. Awesome. Yeah, we'd love to go to Bogus Basin in Idaho. Have you been to Idaho before?
I've been to Sun Valley, Idaho, but I've not been to Bogus Basin.
Okay.
I heard of it, and at first I thought it was like a joke because like it sounded like a fake name, Bogus Basin. They're like, oh yeah, like let's go ride Bogus, and I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was, but it's a real place. Yeah.
And Kaylin wants to know, Jenise, tell us your thoughts on the Disruptor.
Okay, so the Disruptor, I picked that board from Signal because I thought it was going to be my new pipe board this year because I'm supposed to be at a pipe training camp right now. And for half pipe, I want like really stiff boards that are just like really powerful. And the Disruptor is definitely like a stiff, powerful board. I was kind of playing around just on the snow with seeing if I could even like do presses just on the snow, and I cannot like hold the nose or tail up with my weight. Like,
what do you think like the stiffness is, 1 to 10? Just like for your personal feel.
Like probably like an 8.
Wow.
Yeah, or so yeah. Like it's really stiff to me, and it I think is also like a little bit wider because it's technically a men's board, so it would be for someone who has maybe a little bit bigger feet, and so with my like actual weight and size, maybe I need a smaller size on the board. But yeah, so far it feels like a powerful board. Like I think if I went and like hit a big jump, it would be stable at high speeds and holding an edge off of a fast takeoff. So yeah.
Kind of like it's like an advanced like level board, you think?
Yeah. It's what a lot of the guys who ride signal boards that do big air jumps and like big slopestyle contests. It's Kyle Mack's like pro board. He has a Disruptor Pro model. So yeah.
Wow. And M. Norton wants to know, what resorts are you planning on going to later this year? Awesome question. That's like a tough question too, because so many things like countries are closed. Between going to Canada and the US is shut. But I'd like to go back to Japan. I think Japan's probably an option. And definitely get back to the States. Big Bear would be really fun. That was a really fun trip. Anywhere you want to go this year?
Well, so my season, as long as things aren't changed with COVID, is kind of based where my competitions are, with this being an Olympic qualifying year. So we start at Copper, Colorado, then we go to Loch, Switzerland, Mammoth, California, then we go to Calgary, Canada, and then to China. So that's kind of like my season. Then after China, I might either hang out in Mammoth or go back to Colorado, but I mean, anything can change because of COVID, so.
Nice, yeah. It's all up in the air at the moment. And Wyatt saying, can you come to Crystal Mountain, Washington? Yeah, I would love to visit Washington again. Last year we went to, what's the name of the place? I can't remember.
Baker?
No, not Baker. But yeah, we went to Washington. But yeah, it would be cool to check out Crystal Mountain as well. And there's another question down here. Corey says, have you been to Washington snowboarding?
No, I haven't been to Washington.
Oh,
no.
That's pretty good.
Farthest I've been up is Oregon.
Oh, nice. And Corey wants to know, are you sponsored by Capita? Not sponsored, but yeah, I went to the Capita mothership factory where they make the boards, and that was a pretty cool experience. And okay, so M. Norton, anyone gonna be in Keystone or Breck at the start of December? December, is that like around the time you may be there?
Yeah, copper will be like probably like 1st of December through at least like the second week of January, so.
Nice. And Carson says, would you recommend the Sandbox Legend Park helmet? I'd recommend it. What helmet do you have?
What do I have? I think I have
I've got a Smith helmet now.
I have a Burn? No, I don't have Burn.
Anon? Gyro?
Maybe?
Giro?
It's so my helmet I found in a closet at High Cascade when we were cleaning out camp before camp started last summer. We were like cleaning all the cabins, and I saw this nice helmet just sitting in one of the closets, and it already had the van stickers on the sides. I'm like, well, this works for me. Like, it already has the stickers, good helmet, didn't have any cracks, so
Perfect.
yes.
That's awesome. And the resort that I couldn't remember the name of is Stevens Pass in Washington.
Yeah.
Awesome place. Peter says, yo, gonna be using your instructional videos to teach my girlfriend how to snowboard this winter. Awesome, man. Yeah, it's always like fun to help somebody learn to snowboard. Jenise, where are you off to?
Well, see, I was sitting on my foot to try to be the same height as you,
Okay.
but I'm just getting a booster seat instead.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to. There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, this is better than sitting on my foot.
Nice. And we got Peter watching from Las Vegas, Intuition from Scotland, Derpy from Washington, Roan from the Netherlands, Christian from Bavaria,
There, yeah.
and Harold from Israel. Awesome, guys.
Wow.
Steven says, Kev, looking to buy my first board setup. Thoughts on the Solomon site? Or should I look for something I can use further down the line in the long run, like a Capita DOA? Yeah, definitely. I think your first board, just get an inexpensive board, something like the Solomon site, and just keep it like a soft board. A twin snowboard, I think, is good for your first one too, because you don't know which direction you'll be riding. And something that has some rocker towards the tips, and you're good. And then, as you get better, then you can start to decide what type of snowboard that you want to get next. If it's more park focused or free ride, like all mountain focused, so you can go from there.
Also, I have a tip in there. When you said get a twin board because you don't know which way you're going.
Yeah.
Also, even if you do know which way you're going, I think when you're first learning to snowboard, it's a great time to get good at riding switch too. If you're already uncomfortable riding your normal direction, switch it up, ride the opposite way, the equal amount, and then you'll be progressing both your regular and switch at the same time, so you'll never have a weak side. Your switch will always be as strong as regular. Because once you get really good and fast at riding regular, if you never put time into switch, you don't want to ride switch because you're like, well, I can bomb down this front regular. Why would I go really slow the other way? So just take the time in the beginning to get them both good.
Yeah, when I first started practicing my switch riding, that's when my regular riding clicked as well. It's it just totally helps to improve. And Derpy says, have you ever been to Mount Hood? I think we've both spent a lot of time at Mount Hood. That's where I think the first time we rode together was at Mount Hood.
I think so, yeah.
Mount Hood's awesome. High Cascade Snowboard Camp and everything up there. All right. Ford says, hey Kevin, what made you want to switch to the Outsiders for park? I love mine and would love to hear why you got one. So the reason I got the Capita Outsiders was because it was a bit of a stiffer park board, and my previous boards were a little bit softer, and I noticed that getting onto features, sometimes the board would flex over the feature, so I was looking for something a bit stiffer to just be more solid on tubes and rails, and also for riding at higher speeds. I think a stiffer board just helps to keep you a bit more solid, so that's why I went for the Outsiders. And I think you have a similar idea for boards too, right? A stiffer board for the park.
Yeah, for speed especially, because I've noticed on softer boards when you really get going down a run, my experience with softer boards is they'll chatter and it feels loose under you, and then if you're used to riding a soft board and then you switch to a stiff board just to do one run really fast, you'll realize once you get going fast oh, this feels stable, it feels safer when you go fast.
Yeah, and I think you can definitely have like a softer board depending on your like style of park riding too. So if you're more into like doing smaller features and like riding a little bit slower, then like you can go with like a super soft board. But some people's riding preference too, even if they are like advanced and charging it, like still like to ride soft boards. So it's something that you just kind of need to feel out for yourself, and just like, yeah, know like what kind of tricks you like to do. And so that kind of determines it as well.
Yeah.
So,
And there's a benefit to each. Like
Yeah.
me riding a stiff board in park, like I can't really press very well on things.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get a soft board though, and you might not be able to hit a big jump, or if you land something a little like tail heavy or something, you might not be able to power through a landing on a soft board. So
yeah.
just
Yeah.
depends which things you want. You can't really have it all.
You can't, yeah. There's like compromises with everything, yeah, especially with boards. Like one's easy to press, but then it may not be the most stable, and like vice versa. So compromises. That's why you need to like build the collection. Just have like, it's like, ooh, this board will be for my jib day. This board's gonna be for like, just like powder. Like you can have like those specific boards. So yeah, start the collection. Andrew says, Kevin, do you think COVID will make weekends unreliable with the COVID? How is Whistler? Oh, sorry, with the crowds. How is Whistler handling things? Yeah, I'm kind of worried about like a busy resort and then adding in all the restrictions and things on top of it with COVID. So I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but I feel like it could, yeah, make things a bit more difficult to go up and ride. I'm going to try to ride more smaller resorts this season to kind of avoid those kinds of like crowds and things.
Yeah, I've heard at some mountains, I'm not up to date on like all of the mountains regulations, but from some of them I've heard that they are going to be limiting day ticket sales, so that season pass holders do have priority. So if you do have a pass, you should be able to ride. Whereas if they cut numbers, like we're at capacity, they're cutting it on day ticket sales, so they won't cut you out if you've already paid for your pass.
Nice. S. Van says, Kevin, I'm debating on whether to get the Evil Twin or the Westmark Camber for my first season in the park. What's your thoughts on those? So the Battalion Evil Twin, definitely like a looser board because of Battalion's 3BT on the tips. So it's going to feel like a little bit more like quick turning and a little bit less stable. And then the Westmark Camber has got a really different feel. So it's going to be much more like, you're going to feel more in control, and you're going to have more edges to like help you in the park. So it kind of depends on what you want to do. Do you want to have that more like loose jibby feel with the Evil Twin, or do you want to have like a more stable feel with the Westmark Camber? Those are like, yeah, very, very different boards. Lots of people are commenting on Janice's hair. Yeah, when did you do your hair before?
So I was actually gonna come to Switzerland or Austria blonde.
Yeah.
I had one of those like COVID panic days where like I was home, I felt like I had no control over my life, and I like needed to do something. I was just like, like I can't control anything. I'm gonna bleach my hair.
Yeah.
And I was gonna dye it, but once I bleached it, I couldn't decide which color I was gonna dye it, and so I started running blonde. And I had the blonde for like a couple weeks, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just leave this. And then the hair dye company Arctic Fox sent me a box of dyes, and they came in like 2 days before I came out here.
Oh.
And I put it up on Instagram. I was like, hey guys, should I keep the blonde or should I dye it right now? And everyone was like, go rainbow. So I was like,
Nice.
all right, yeah. So I did it.
Good choice. All right, lots of good questions, guys. Lots of questions about boards. Steve is saying finally caught the live stream. Awesome. Jenise, when are you going to do a live stream on your channel? You think you'll do one here in Austria?
Yeah. Gosh, well, I guess it'll be in a couple days then.
Oh, didn't you have like an idea for a live stream?
Oh, yes. I would like to formally invite everyone here to dinner. We'll have dinner with Jenise. We're going to have a little dinner stream. I guess for you guys, it will probably be like lunchtime or late breakfast.
Like in the apartment? Like
yeah.
here?
We're going to sit down and have a meal and chat and just, hang out together.
But isn't it going to be awkward, like eating as we're like talking?
Do you know how many YouTube videos exist, Kevin, of people just eating
I
food?
know, I know. Those are professionals, though. Those are like professional YouTube eaters.
Excuse me, I'm a professional eater. I'm very good at it, and I'm good at talking too. So let's put them together.
All right.
Why not? Everyone's lonely right now. Let's have a meal together.
Can the so will the video just be on you eating, or will you turn the camera to face other people?
I mean,
as
no
they eat?
parents, no rules. We can do anything.
Okay. We could take it to the Chinese restaurant. That'd be
I don't know if they
that'd
have
be
good
fun.
service there.
Oh yeah, you need the Wi-Fi.
I'm
yeah.
infamous for my streams dropping. Every time I try to live stream,
yeah.
they drop in like 5 minutes.
Oh, technical difficulties. Yeah. All right. Sushi and Beyond saying, is there a need to wax a new snowboard? Yeah, I think it's a good idea to wax a new board. Factories, they put on like a wax at the factory, but it's not like a proper like wax. So I'd wax it up for sure. That's one thing I actually need to do that before my next time riding is wax. All right, we got a super chat from Jack Ripper. Jack saying, thanks for the support, Jack, and saying this may be enough for a snack over there. Come back to Bear so I can spray you while you stretch again. Oh yeah, Jack, what's up, man? Yeah, I remember you doing that. I was like totally, you caught me off guard, and I was a mix of like surprised and kind of a little bit upset. But then I knew it was you, and it was all good. So I knew it was like a joke. But yeah,
You're that guy. Oh, jerk spraying me. Oh.
No, because I knew he did it on purpose. It was like, oh, and it was like really heavy snow too. So it wasn't like it wasn't like a spray. It was like a thud. It was like, "Kuh." But yeah, Jack. Yeah, we'll see you out there next time, man. Yeah, definitely the plan. If I can get down to the States, I'll 100% be riding at Bear at some point. Mainly because of like the vibe there with like, yeah, all you guys. It was such a cool vibe. So
fun. I love Bear.
Yeah, I think it's like that was like one of my favorite trips. That was so cool. We'll get David back and TJ and
go to
Jenise down.
escape room again. That was a highlight. We did this escape room, Bear. We did 2 escape rooms actually.
Yeah.
And they were fun.
The escape rooms, bowling was fun.
I wish we could have filmed the escape room though. He was like, hey, like, you know, please don't film or take pictures because, you know, we can't ruin it for everyone.
Yeah.
But we had a good time solving those mysteries.
Escape rooms, yeah. David is like all over the escape rooms too. I think I've done 4 with him now.
What?
Yeah. What else did we do in Bear? We went bowling and like 15 like super fans of David were having like a birthday party, so that was really fun.
We went to the good food place, one that feels like you're in Disneyland. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the Hawaiian place?
The Hawaiian Tropicali, local Tropicali.
Tropicali is awesome.
Yeah. Went there.
Yeah, really good food in Bear, and
went to the lake.
Jenise went swimming. Yeah, that was like epic. David was like, "Who wants to rock paper scissors me to see you go swimming?" And Jenise was like, "I will." Like straight away, rock paper scissors shoot, and she lost and had to go swimming in the ice cold lake.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you had to eat some cinnamon too, right? So.
Yeah, but that was kind of like voluntary. I guess they're. Yeah. What happened with the cinnamon?
That was on bowling. That was the bet on bowling.
Oh, we bet on bowling.
Who lost?
Oh yeah.
And the first game, I managed to not lose by like 2 points.
Yeah.
And then I think you and TJ like doubled or nothinged, like on the second round.
TJ smoked us. TJ bowled like the best game of his life. I think it was like a 220 or something. All right. Another super chat from M. Norton, thanks for the support. If you have a question, definitely hit us up. Frog Dog saying, I want to start my 360. Should I start with straight jumps or side jumps? I'd recommend doing them like on just side jumps or even like on like a banked wall. It's like a good spot to do your first 360s. And then, some jumps off to the side and then work it up to straight small jumps. How did you progress on your 360s?
How did I? Let's see. I think.
Which one did you learn first, front or back?
Front.
Okay.
I learned front 360s, and then the thing with the front 3 is that it's hard to stop rotating it. It's really easy to like wash around front 5. So then I just started doing front 5s on purpose.
Yeah.
And like front five was my go-to trick for a few seasons.
Nice.
Back in my day when I was still jumping. And I actually had to like relearn how to do front threes because I would always just go to front five.
Oh.
So it was weird having to like go back and do that.
So could you like front five and like not before you could do any backside spins? Or did you like put off the backside for a while?
I did. So almost every spin I've done first in pipe.
Okay.
Before doing it on a jump, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But I did. I got. Let's see. I know I had like back 180s on jumps. Spinning backside on jumps always just scared me more. The idea of taking off and being blind right away.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that when it comes to like back threes versus front threes, my back threes end up being a lot cleaner and smoother and like nicer looking, according to like the people who used to coach me when I was on the Mammoth team. They're always like, yeah, your back threes look so nice. Like, why are you so afraid of them? And it's weird just because like it's the mental thing. When you have front three, you can see as you're taking off. A back three, you're just like, nope, I'm not gonna look to where I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
We got a few shout outs. Red's Cap, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for being a moderator. Also, El Stacker on here. Thanks for tuning in, El Stacker. In motion SLB. Thanks for watching, dude. And Adrian, what would you recommend as a first powder board? Awesome, good question. I mentioned it in a recent video, but like the Capita Slush Slasher is kind of like a good, I think, entry to powder board. But yeah, like, there's so many. It's actually tough to choose. But I would start like the thing with powder boards is they can get pretty expensive. So I would just look at powder boards that are priced a little bit lower. Maybe look at one that has like a true powder board with like a swallowtail and like the really like wide nose and the setback stance. And yeah, just go from there. But there's tons to choose from. Do you have a powder board? What would you?
I've been sitting here thinking about like, man, you know about so many different boards.
I don't really, but
I like my experience with boards has been like up until the last few years, I've always just had like different board sponsors, and so I just ride whatever boards I get from them, and I don't feel like I have like a very well-rounded knowledge of different models and stuff because it's just like, okay, this is the board that I have for this season, or like these two boards are the ones I have. So
yeah.
I don't actually like experiment very much with different boards.
Right, and I guess when you're competing too, it's like that's your focus and not like power riding and stuff. And we'll have to get if you come to Japan this year, we'll have to find you a powder board.
Yeah. I want to try. They have some like crazy boards in Japan. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's some crazy expensive too. Yeah.
Yeah. What are they called? Those like
the Gentem stick.
Gentem sticks. Yeah. Those,
that'd be a good first powder board.
And people have been like super into like all these weird shaped snowboards lately, and I haven't ridden like a crazy shaped snowboard, and I don't know what I'm missing. Like I don't want to miss this hype.
Yeah, go for a crazy shape for your first board. Yeah, they're fun. It's just like fun shapes, fun to ride. All right. El Stacker wants to know, where is everyone watching from? Awesome, man. Auntie saying much love from Finland. Andrew, favorite resort in Colorado? I say mine would be Keystone. How about you, Jenise?
I'm partial to Copper because I spend a lot of time there. But like, to be honest, besides the pipe, this last season Copper had like 8 different runs that were all park. It's the most park I've ever seen on any mountain. So yeah, Copper really killed it this past season, and if they keep doing it, they're like gonna be crazy for park riding. Nice.
Yuval saying, hi Kevin, watching from Israel. What do you think about the Union Strata for a do-it-all binding? I think that's a great choice. Like the Stratas are kind of like mid flex. They got really comfortable straps and comfortable footbeds, so you can't go wrong with that. That's the binding I've been riding here in Austria through park and powder, and it's been good for both. So good do-it-all. And Jenise might try Unions at some point too.
Yeah. I haven't tried Union bindings before, so.
You should tell the people what happened today. You had
well, we got up to the mountain, and I realized that my ankle strap, the ladder strap for my front ankle, basically had like a centimeter connecting the strap left before it ripped off, and it made it. all day until
Yeah.
like the last run. I went
Yeah.
to unstrap and the whole strap was off. So I don't know how long. Maybe it had been broken for a few runs. I'm not even sure, but
Yeah.
I took it off and the whole thing just flopped over. So
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah.
why it like broke like that? Is it just like from wear or?
I don't know. Those are a pair of bindings that I haven't used for like 5 years either. They were
Okay.
lost, stashed away,
Yeah.
and just recovered. And so I don't know if it had been broken from before, and I just never I didn't notice it when I set up the board for this trip. But yeah, just discovered it today, and I've ridden those bindings for a few days now, so I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you guys ever like have a piece on your binding that breaks, a lot of the time like when it's like proper winter and like everything's open, you can a lot of times just go into one of the mountain like shops and they'll have like a tuning center and they'll have extra pieces. Today, like it being October and everything, I feel like the mountain's not fully open,
Yeah.
so they don't have like the tuning center and everything. So that wasn't an option. But also, you could go into like your local like store or shop, and a lot of times they have extra pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and if you already have a pair of bindings and like you get a new pair of bindings, know that like at least within, if you stay with the same brand, a lot of the pieces are going to be interchangeable.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get rid of an old pair of bindings, take the straps, take the buckles and just store them in a box so that if something on your new bindings breaks, you have your own piece that you can throw on real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Intuition says, hey Kevin, thoughts on the Super DOA bass? I find it super fast and makes the same sound as rubbing Gore-Tex material together. Yeah, that's true. That's because of like, the way they stone grind the bass at the end. It gives it that like really nice finish, and it kind of like sounds like you're rubbing material together. I noticed it a little bit the first day of riding it. I haven't noticed it too much since. I think I've gotten used to it. But yeah, it is super fast as well. Like, so fast board, really nice bass. So yeah, it seems good so far. Wyatt saying, everyone liked the stream. Awesome. Thanks, Wyatt. Liam says, just got a new board, but the bindings are super squeaky. Any quick fixes? Oh no. I've never heard of that. I don't know. You got squeaky bindings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you had squeaky bindings before? I don't know.
I don't know. This one. I have trouble stopping 360 spins.
Yeah, Steezy says, I have trouble stopping 360 spins. I can't imagine the guys and girls who do 1080s and 1440s. Yeah, they just have like so much more height. So when they're like coming down, they just put their toe edge in and ride it out. But for the 360, like one thing you can do is like think about like not spinning the full three, kind of doing like a 270 and then twisting that last like 90. What do you do? What do you do for that?
Yeah, well, like what I was saying with over rotating front threes into fives, part of that is like if you're doing a front three, if you look all the way around to like where you're gonna land, your body is gonna over rotate into a five. So like for a front three, you almost have to like kind of stop spotting. Like a front three landing is actually blind. Like you don't really want to look at it. You can see the takeoff, but you don't see the landing. Whereas in a back three, you don't see the takeoff. But in a back three, you can actually look to the landing and your body will finish the back three and not over rotate. So yeah, I think a lot has to do with just where you're looking and stopping the spin with that.
Yeah, definitely. Do you find like when you were, and you still are, but when you have a coach, is a coach really useful for like pointing out some of that stuff when like you can't figure out like why something's happening?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about having a coach is just having that extra set of eyes, because you might even think that you're doing something a certain way, but since you can't see yourself, you don't really know what's going on. So like when I'm in the pipe, I might think like, oh yeah, like I'm really bending my knees there, or I'm like spotting this direction, and then the coach will be like, oh no, like you're actually standing pretty straight. And if they're filming, I can see their video and I'm like, oh, okay, I couldn't see myself doing that, but now that someone else has brought it up to me, like, it helps having another person kind of.
Yeah, and if you don't have a coach, like Jenise was saying, if you can get somebody to film you and like you can see yourself, a lot of time that's a great way to like see the problem and yeah, just make changes because yeah, like sometimes you feel like, oh, I felt like I squatted that landing out, but then you see the video back and you just like bent at the waist or something.
And I think with spinning jumps, a lot of people have the problem where they pre-spin a lot and they don't realize it. Like I'll see people do a full 90-degree turn where they're taking off the edge of the lip completely sideways, and it's like I don't think that they know that they're doing that.
Yeah.
And so that's one of those things where if you see it, then you're like, oh, this is why I'm not getting a clean takeoff. Now I know to hold my line straighter longer. So yeah.
Totally. M. Norton with the super chat again. Thanks for the support, man. Saying love all the content you put out. Keep killing it, dude. Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, we'll keep it coming. Oh yeah, Steve Zimmerman saying R.I.P. Bob Gore, true American genius and inventor of Gore-Tex. Yeah, I read that recently. Yeah, sad to see the inventor of Gore-Tex passed away. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, hope his thoughts with his family. Old Man Shredder saying, Jenise, I just rewatched your Braille vids. You killing it. How's your skating coming along?
I've been skateboarding a lot. Pretty much like the last 2 months, it's been like one of the only things to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been trying to skate every day, and I definitely feel like I'm getting better. Like things are coming together, and I love skating. Like it's something that's like new and fun for me. Like snowboarding, for me to progress at snowboarding now, like it's a different level. It's like scary and dangerous, but when I go skateboard, I can still progress skating without doing things that are actually like dangerous and super scary.
Yeah.
So it's like it's still in the like fun learning part and not the scary learning part.
Nice, awesome. This is kind of a funny comment here too. Brian says, "Oh my God, that's the chick from Braille Skateboard." That's a funny comment.
That's the chick.
That's the chick right there. Awesome. But yeah, that's cool because I watched a lot of Braille videos like when I was starting my YouTube channel to kind of see like because how Aaron Cairo was doing it and like setting it all up and like organizing, and then they've branched out into all kinds of content and like with like a whole team of people like running the show, right? So was it pretty wild like seeing the whole operation? Did anything stand out from that?
Well, so when I started filming with him, I didn't really know anything about YouTube. I wasn't trying to be a YouTuber at that point. I'd made 4 videos just of like my Olympic qualifying events, really just for my personal memories so I could remember the trip and have something to like share with people. And I realized one of my good friends, Nigel, I was on YouTube and I saw him in a thumbnail for a video, so I clicked on it and I messaged him. I'm like, dude, I just saw you in a video. And he's like, yeah, like that's like the crew that I film with, like you should come film. And I was like, okay. And then yeah, so I went and I filmed, and that was like my first exposure to seeing this like big operation, and it was definitely really interesting to see how they run things. And
awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Maybe you have to take me out there one day. That'd be cool to see those guys.
Yeah, get you doing a skate trick.
Yeah.
What trick do you want to learn?
Kickflip. I don't know.
I need to learn kickflip too. Yeah.
The easiest one. Jerome saying, "Hey Kev, when will you review your super? When will the review of the Super DOA be out?" So yeah, I put together sort of like a test video review today. So I just have to edit it and get it up in the next like day or two. So in a couple of days, you guys.
So quick.
Yeah, you guys will hear my thoughts on the Super DOA. The format's not like proper, just like straight review. It's kind of a review that I do during the day, and but yeah, it's a good board. I was impressed, and I'll give you guys more details in that video. Adrian says my birthday is tomorrow. Old time snowboarder here, 39. Awesome, Adrian. Happy birthday, man. Yeah. Cool. And Carl says, what is your hands down deep powder board? If Nina affects this year, we may have 16 to 17 inches repeat season. Feet. Gotta think about those 5-foot powder days. Go to like powder board would be something that was just like, what would I take? Probably maybe like the Orca, but I've got 2 new pow boards this year that I'm gonna take out. So the Battalion Surfer and also the Jones Ultra Mind Expander. So a few boards to test out in some deep snow.
You just have all the boards.
Uh,
All the boards.
there's so many boards out there too. Like I've probably only ridden like 1/10 of the brands out there. There's so many brands and models. Andrea is saying, "Hi, greetings from Germany. Really love your channel. Keep it up. I always wonder if you do have avalanche safety equipment with you when riding powder, like in Japan." So if we go to places that are out of bounds, then we always bring our avalanche safety gear. There's a few videos where we do talk about it. So, we don't mention it every single time. But yeah, if you go back and watch a few of the different POW videos, we definitely bring the stuff out and like we'll do some practice with the avalanche safety gear and just to be safe out there. But we honestly don't venture out into any like really backcountry, like deep backcountry places where we could get into some serious trouble. So we try to just stick pretty safe. But yeah, an avalanche safety course is a really good place to start.
Yeah, I need to do one of those still.
Yeah.
I got all my equipment this past year. I got my beacon, shovel, probe, all that. But like, I need to properly learn how to use it, because if you have the equipment but you don't really know how to use it, it's not going to do you any good. So
Old Man Shredder saying that I missed his first super chat. Let me go back. Okay, there it is. Old Man Shredder with the super chat. Thanks for the support, man. Says, can't wait till the snow gets here. Got plans for fun features at the hill. The Groms and I have a stair set in the works, for example. Shout out DWCP. Awesome, man. Yeah, that's super fun. I hope you guys get some snow there very soon. I can't wait to see the stair set feature. Wow. All right. Oh, and so tomorrow, Janice's plan is to drive for another contest.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people about the contest tomorrow?
So the other mountain in this area that's opening up, Countertall, it's their opening weekend thing. And so today they had a Cash for Tricks event that I didn't go to because we were killing it in the park here at Hindertoft. And then tomorrow there is a rail jam. I think it's called the Heavy Metal Rail Jam. And then on Sunday there's a girls contest. So I guess I'm going to do both and just see what's up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love rail jams. And we don't really have rail jams in the States anymore. At least like the tours of rail jams that they used to have, like Trans Am and Volcom PB, Volcom had the PB&J. Rome had a series called Premature Jubilation, and like there used to be so many rail jam tours, and they don't exist anymore. So I'm having fun doing them here.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm impressed out here. Like, yeah, I think too because, well, in Austria too, there's like hundreds of resorts. Like just in this valley, there's like 4 or 5 resorts, and yeah, if each one has like an opening weekend sort of rail jam, that's like a lot of contest opportunity. That's fun.
And it's fun too because like I feel like for me personally, when I'm in a contest, I'm pushed more to try stuff.
Yeah.
Like tricks that because I'm competitive, so tricks that are in my head but I wouldn't necessarily do if I'm in a situation where I'm like, ooh, these other girls are doing tricks, like how am I gonna top this? I'm like, okay, I'm really scared of this thing, but like I have to do it. And so it'll break the ice on trying a trick, and then I realize, oh wait, this is a trick that I can do. Cool, now I can do this in my normal riding as well.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps push me to progress.
That's awesome. I should try a contest one time just for fun. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Not that last contest. That was insane. But like, if it's just even, I don't have to win. I just want to, just be fun to
just be
to
in
do
that.
it.
Because you get the hype from like everyone too when you're surrounded by everyone who's like trying to get tricks on the same features. Like, it's a lot of snowboarding. I think has to do with the hype. If you have people around you that are all working on a trick, or you just feed off each other's energy and
Awesome. And Dream says, "What is a good park boot? What boots do you ride?"
I ride Vans boots. I like mainly because of pipe. I get the stiffest boots I can, which aren't usually what park people prefer. Most park people like soft boots.
Yeah.
I go with stiff because I'm more responsive. Yeah, because I ride pipe, and so with stiff boots, I just have to like barely put weight into like my shins, and the boots are like already engaging, and same with heel edge too. They react.
Awesome. And yeah, my park boots this year are the Adidas Samba. So yeah, I find them, they're kind of like a mid-flexing boot and traditional laces, really comfortable. But the other ones that I really like are the Vans High Standard Pro, which are a little bit softer. And I may actually go back to the Vans because I'm not sure if Adidas are making snowboard boots this year. So, but yeah, I really like the Vans as well. Eldon with a super chat, thanks for the support, man, says, greetings from SoCal. Love the videos. Keep it up. Both of y'all are killing it. Favorite colors to wear snowboarding? Cool question. I like that.
I'll let you go first. I have an answer for you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, black, because you wear all black. I feel like...
Yeah, but like at the moment I'm just having all black, but
he's impossible to find on the mountain when you're trying to find him and you're just looking for black jacket, black pants. It's
not
easy.
At Bear though, I had the yellow pants, and all winter I was riding all yellow. But I feel like I didn't plan. I don't have all my gear here at the moment, so that's why I'm in black, because I don't know. But black's not a color. I gotta find a color.
Yeah.
Do you have a color?
Yeah, I've been doing olive green. Well, my pants are olive green, nice. And I kind of like it. It's like a khaki olive color. I like it. It goes with a lot of different things. I can wear different jackets with them, and yeah.
So olive green?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of been my color. Because before the olive green pants I had this year, 2 seasons ago, I also had olive green pants. So it's like a thing. I'm attracted to that color. I don't know.
Nice. I also have olive green pants.
Yeah, they're a good color pant. I don't know why. They're just good.
Awesome. But yeah, this year I like the yellow, but maybe I'll switch it up. Maybe go for red or something different. Maybe green.
I almost bought a yellow jacket for this summer because I've been wanting a yellow jacket for a while and I just haven't found the right yellow jacket.
Okay, nice, yeah.
I think that's a good one.
All right, let's do a few more questions, and then Jenise has got to get up super early for heading out to the contest tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour drive, so I've got a ride coming at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Woo!
Andrew saying, LOL, David and Kevin were ketchup and mustard in Japan last year. Yeah, we were. That was perfect. David had the full red suit. Mike saying, hey, Kevin and Jenise, I want to work on my buttering. My board is really flexy, but should I be using, I missed it. Stiffer bindings and boots. What do you think for buttering?
I mean, I think the soft board is important for buttering, but honestly, having stiff boots might be helpful because you can then control it more. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the most important thing I think is the board. As long as the board is soft, then the bindings and the boots are kind of more preference.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think you can't go wrong with middle of the road, mid stiffness on bindings, mid stiffness on boots.
Yeah.
And then with your board, that's where you can play in with your preference of if you want to go softer or stiffer. But yeah.
Yeah, soft board, and then just go for the mid with the rest. All right, let's go for 1 or 2 more questions here. Mariek wants to know, did you ride the Capita Navigator in powder snow? Haven't ridden it yet, but I know that David rode that board a couple years ago. It looks like a fun one. Brian says, not many bright colored jackets out there with a tier.
Yeah, I think a lot of snowboard companies, at least I've noticed the last few years with outerwear, the move has been all neutral earth tones and
yeah. Sheen the Fish saying, yo, the Battalion Surfer looks crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy looking board with that tail and the massive nose and everything, so can't wait to try that one out. Vince saying black and gray gear sucks to film people in. It's just a black and white outline.
Yeah. That's honestly, like, I used to wear all black, and then when I started hearing from filmers and photographers that they, like, needed color in shots, that's when I, like,
okay.
made an effort to be like, oh, I want to wear black, but, like, okay, I need to wear this, or,
Yeah.
you know.
Nice. Brian wants to know, why don't you hang out with David anymore?
Because he's locked in New Zealand.
Yeah, yeah, that is why.
New Zealand is a prison, but it's like a reverse prison where none of us are allowed to go in.
Yeah, they can't leave and we can't go in.
They can leave, I think.
They
they can leave. We just can't go in. It's
okay.
reverse prison.
It's reverse prison. Yeah, we can't go see him. It sucks. Ed Garoni watching from Las Vegas. Thanks for watching, man. Tomer saying, really want a Snowboard Addiction tramp board, but the set is almost the same amount as my actual snowboard setup. Oh, wow. Yeah, the cheap option is to like just get a skateboard deck and then duct tape shoes to it, and then get like a 2-liter bottle, and you can kind of like train on that. But yeah.
Or
yeah.
I bought a snowboard at Kmart for like $40, and it's longer than a skateboard, but way shorter than a snowboard because it's meant for kids, and it just has like plastic strap bindings, and that could definitely be used as a tram board too. And I think it was like, I think it was $40.
Nice. Oh, good call. All right, let's do one more question. Does anybody have a question for Jenise?
Oh.
There's a comment here. Royston is saying, good luck in the contest, Jenise. Win those biscuits. Nice.
Next time I see you guys, hopefully I'll be doing one of these.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
And
do people do that when they win things in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did that in the 40s.
I was like, I don't know if that's a cultural thing.
It's like an old school thing, isn't it? Like, do people still do that? Like, does LeBron James, like, when he wins the...
I'm going to start doing that, though. I like it.
It's kind of like is it like a pageant thing, like Miss America?
No, that's the Miss America. All right.
Yeah, what is this? Who
Yeah,
does
it's getting
this?
late.
Who does this? It's like you're shaking, like...
I feel like I'm making a drink.
Yeah. All right. Old Man Shredder says, good luck at the comp. Jenise, gotta go. See ya. All right, thanks, Old Man Shredder. We'll see you soon, man. All right, Jenise is yawning, so let's get the last question. What? There's some weird comments going on.
Do you both... Oh, I like that one. Wait, right? The one about wax. Go up. That's a good question.
Okay. Intuition. Do you both always travel with your own wax and iron, or do you just hit up tuning shops for servicing?
You just got very blurry here.
I know. Whoa. Yeah, so what do you do for waxing?
Okay, so what I did... This thing is not wanting to focus.
There you go.
Nope. We just have to sit really close now. There we go. So I put a good iron-on wax on my board before traveling. So threw thick layer of wax on, did not scrape, put it in the board bag. When I got here, I scraped it, and then while I'm on a trip, I just use disposable wax towelette things. And yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll pack a actual iron and wax, but like for this one, I just want to travel light, so.
Nice. Yeah. Usually, like, if I'm on a trip, somebody will have a wax, a waxing iron, and have a wax. So I'll either rely on somebody else, or I'll take it into a shop if nobody has one. Because, like, carrying that stuff, like, in the bag can get heavy, so. Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching the Snowboard Pro Camp live stream. If you guys haven't yet, subscribe over to Jenise's channel as well. Jenise Spiteri. And yeah, Jenise, good luck in the contest tomorrow.
It was good knowing you. I'll see you in a few days.
It's good knowing you. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Goodbye.